The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Amigos, presente y'all's new uniforms. Check it out.
Hey, man, I can't wear this stuff, man.
Hey,
This is terrible, man.
Oh, baby, you clean and skeeters Peter. You just don't understand the new style. Even the name.
No, man, I can't wear it.
Oh, Curtis, man. Look at these uniforms.
Didn't I put them in the pocket?
These uniforms out of sight, man. Out of sight, man. I hope mine is as bad as this, you know?
You know it. You see them new cuts on
Yeah, they out of sight. Hey, these uniforms are lame, man.
What you mean lame, sucker?
Hey, seriously, man, these look like waiter uniforms.
You don't like them, man?
No.
This is the new cut. Y'all be back. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
No, hey, man, if we're going to wear uniforms, man, let's everybody wear something different.
You're listening to Basically a Sports Show.
Follow us on Twitter at Basically Sports.
Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes.
And download every episode and more at basicallyasportshow.com.
Now here's your hosts, Zach,
Greg,
Mike.
And you're listening to Basically a Sports Show.
the Cleveland Football Browns.
Oh, I'm absolutely ready to start with that.
Big logo unveiling.
This was hyped. This is Nike. They're coming in. They're going to take on the Cleveland Browns. Greg, you had expressed many times that you were already on the downside, and this was going to be the end, the final straw of your Cleveland Browns fandom. And they unveiled the logo, and man, if nobody has seen the Cleveland Browns logo yet, brace yourselves for a mind fuck. So Tuesday morning, I'm ready. I'm like, oh, when's the Browns logo coming out? 10 o'clock Pacific time. I'm ready for this. Let's unveil it. Let's go. It pops up, and boys, we have a helmet with a darker orange and a brown face mask and a slightly wider helmet stripe.
Also, I think they took the outline off the word mark, so it's now just orange letters.
Yeah.
I was telling Mike yesterday that while all this was taking place and while I was reading all of the reactions to it, not only on our boards but everywhere, and it's not really a revelation. I mean, it is kind of, because it took me to a new level of what I think about this. Everybody knows that when this happens, it's always first and foremost a money grab because you want them to buy new merchandise. But something about this to me, it just seems so much worse than the typical money grab.
No, well, hold on now. This logo has a lot of meaning to the people of Cleveland.
That was
as you know,
ridiculous.
Greg.
Oh,
That
God.
updated helmet logo is reflective of today's modern Cleveland.
I
The
just
design
want to
honors
say-
the past while evolving into the future. The iconic brown and white stripes stand tall over the orange helmet. A new orange color that matches the passion of the dog pound.
Yeah, what
The
a
new
bunch of
brown
horse
face
shit.
mask represents the strength and toughness of Cleveland.
Okay.
This is Nike jumping the shark.
This is Nike being Nike.
Wait till the-
they
wait till
jumped
the-
shark a long time ago.
wait till the
When
uniform
Syracuse
itself
was
comes
a
out.
skyscraper.
Yeah.
like that, then we're in territory.
I loved when they said that the new orange represented the passion of Cleveland.
The whole thing was just such a screw job that it just irked me to no end. This is what the fans want, is what he tried to say.
Well, it's funny because from what they said, they're like, the fans wanted us to stay traditional on the logo and get crazy with the uniforms, and that's what we did. And from what I could tell, it was the opposite. The fans wanted to keep the classic uniforms, but just wanted a proper logo for the team instead of a helmet graphic.
That's pretty much right. I have not talked to anyone that's an actual Cleveland Browns fan that thinks those uniforms should be touched in any way. The furthest most people are willing to go is bring back the white face mask and go back to the orange pants. That's as far as they want to go with it. They don't want to touch it other than that. Now, granted, I'm only talking about people that I've talked to about this that are Browns fans. I don't know about the entirety of the Cleveland Browns fan base, but that's the general feeling I get, is that leave that uniform alone. It's just so ridiculous. It's such a money grab, and it always is, but this one for some reason just struck me as like, this is just disgusting.
Well,
is this really a money grab? I mean, they're going to make new merchandise and stuff, but
yeah,
I don't think they were ever going to change the logo terribly, because really, what else can you do besides what they have?
Well, I'm not talking about the logo.
I like the football and B logo myself, but
right. But what they're going to do is the thing that I think we should all still be afraid of is when the jerseys are officially unveiled in April.
Well, they said that they were going to go really progressive with the uniform design, which is...
And supposedly, if you want to believe rumors on Twitter, hashtag gunmetal gray.
It's going to be those Pro Bowl uniforms. But no, I'm not talking about this logo being a money grab. That's just I don't even know why they bothered to do that, to be honest, because it turned out to be nothing. It's the entire makeover in general is just a huge money grab.
I just love how they were really hyping this logo change up, and they're like, new Browns logo. Like they had like the blackout of like their social media site.
That's the thing. If you're gonna do this, you would think, well, maybe they'll update the helmet to a helmet that people actually wear now. But I guess we got to stick with the early 90s, late 80s style of football helmet.
Apparently that's a copyright thing. Like if they were to use like the Revo Speed template, then you kind of like owe them money. So.
Yeah.
Or at least like do something with the helmet. It's literally the same helmet. They just still painted it.
Yeah,
like,
they did.
It's too detailed. Do what the Arizona Cardinals did and like smooth it out or something.
Well, when it comes to helmet logos, and this goes for every team really, because every team uses a helmet logo to some extent, is that I've never liked the 3/4 profile. I've always liked the 2D from the side.
Yep.
Yeah. If they're going to go with the helmet, go all the way in and do like throwback helmet.
Somebody on the boards put up a couple of really nice concepts of using the old throwback helmet with the old 2-bar face mask. And they looked great.
Do like the 2-bar face mask or even a leather helmet, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Like, if you really want to play up the fact that you're one of the original NFL franchises.
And they're not.
But yeah.
I know. Like I said, play up the fact. Or that you have a long history and championships from a long, long bygone era. Then play that up. Don't. This is dumb.
Except they don't, because they're a 1999 expansion team, but that's besides the point.
Exactly. Yeah, and the last championship that franchise won, it was so long ago, I don't even remember it.
1964, I think.
Yeah, it was 64.
The Leafs are still more recent champions than the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. The whole thing is just ridiculous. It's just, I will say this, though. I like the new shade of orange. I do like it.
Yeah. What do you think of the new Dog Pound logo?
It's terrible.
Well,
that's really the only big departure is instead of having detailed angry dog face, you now have grandiose
dog face. Yep.
Outlineless dog face.
Did Brandios do this? Because it sure looks like they're
No, it was done by NFL properties, but they're obviously going after the Brandios style.
Does anybody have any faith at this point that the uniforms are going to be anything but a complete disaster?
No, because when the Buccaneers uniforms came out, like a Browns exec was like, I'm going to hold off on saying they're bad because we're going to be in the same boat in a year. So
whenever you say you want to honor the tradition while moving into the future, it's just always a disaster. I can't think of a single team that's pulled it off and made it work. Maybe the Vikings, I suppose. I don't know.
Well, the thing about the Vikings, though, is that they mostly just kept it traditional, and they just added a few little things here and there. But, they weren't going hashtag gunmetal gray or anything.
Where did you hear that, Zach, that the gunmetal gray thing's going to
It was in the thread, and it was in a couple places on Twitter. It was from people that should know these things. The other thing that's weird is if you're going to be adding gray to the uniform, supposedly, wouldn't the gray face mask have made more sense this time?
You would think.
You would have tied it into the rest of the identity rather than just...
You would think.
Yeah, I find that funny that they get rid of the gray face mask just as they're supposedly adding gray to the rest of the uniform.
Yeah, and if they are, then it's going to look really dumb.
By the way, I just want to say I actually kind of like the new shade of orange. I'm really not feeling the brown face mask.
No, the brown face mask is terrible. Brown is not a good color for a face mask. It's just not.
My high school had brown face masks.
My thinking on it is that if you're going to go this route, really, a chrome face mask was your best bet. With that color and trying to modernize and all that, go chrome. Take it all away.
I would have gone with a white face mask.
It's the whatever the case is.
If they're going to go chrome, I think that would be the point where people would actually get mad, like about what Nike was doing.
See, I don't think that would bother me that much. I would rather see that than the brown face mask. But to answer to finish off my it finished off my Browns fandom. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. Mike put it out. He said it best. I think it was last week or the week before, where it wasn't the original team to begin with, and then the last thing that really connected it to the old team they're getting rid of. It's like, why am I here? I have no desire to stick around for this. I've got a good team. Our uniforms aren't going anywhere. And you know what? I own part of it. So fuck the Browns. That's the way I feel about it.
I mean, it's kind of from The Simpsons, Malibu Stacy with a new hat. So it's like, hey, guys, we changed the face mask. Buy all of our new crap.
The uniforms come out, what'd they say, April 14th?
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's going to be, I mean, you saw the reaction to just the stupid non-logo on the boards. Wait till the uniform comes out and watch what happens.
I guess the big thing, just kind of circle back to non-uniform talk, is there seems to be a clusterfuck in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
All of the teams to Los Angeles.
Everybody.
So
The
about a
National
week ago,
Los Angeles Football League.
about a week ago, we talked about how it looked like the Rams had a sure thing, and then the Chargers and the Raiders announced a joint plan to build a stadium in Carson.
And it would be the ugliest stadium I've ever seen.
I don't think it's what it is.
It's a big napkin holder.
It's not the toilets that was the Golden State Warriors.
It's a carbon copy of Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara is what it is, with all the suites on one side piled up high, and then the rest of it being the actual football bowl. Yeah, that's exactly a carbon copy of Levi's Stadium. I picked it out as soon as I saw it. I was like, you didn't spend a whole lot of time.
No, I'm talking about the one that has the big, giant, like it looks like a big napkin holder. You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
Let me try to see if I can find it. You guys keep going. I'll see if I can track it down.
So as a Southern California resident, Zach.
Yes.
What do you think about all this news?
I was actually in the newsroom when the news broke about the Chargers thing.
Okay.
Everyone let out an audible, what? Because it's...
This stadium. Here you go. Go ahead. Keep going. I just want to show you the picture.
Yeah, that's the wrong side of it. That's the suite side.
Oh, I thought that was the whole stadium. Never mind.
No.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
See, when I saw that picture too, it's at a bad angle. So yeah, it looks like that. But you see the field underneath and behind it.
I didn't catch that. I just thought it was like this big giant bread box. They were going to put a field in the middle of it.
No. That is one side of the stadium.
Okay. All right. Never mind then.
Yeah. Anyway, what this sounds like, and what it looks like it's turned out to be, was simply a kind of scare tactic by the Chargers into saying to San Diego, we actually might leave. So build us a stadium. And then almost immediately, San Diego was like, oh, let's slow down. Let's talk about this for a minute, and then we'll try to work something out. Because from my understanding, this is something the Chargers had put into motion 9 months ago. And then Stan Kroenke comes in with the Hollywood Park thing. So the Chargers say, oh shit, we gotta get going here. If we don't move quickly, we're gonna lose our opportunity to go to LA at all. So they're like, well, who else needs hey, Oakland, you want a stadium? Come latch on to us and give us a little little push. I just think it's a scare tactic. As funny as it was, initially, oh my god, we could go from 0 to 3 football teams.
Get
that
one
would be
more
amazing.
to have the Los Angeles division in the NFL.
Right, we need one more to have the LA division, and we talked about it. We were throwing the ideas around. We're like, well, why would they build it so close? No, this is what they need to do. You can have the Rams in Inglewood. You can build the downtown stadium if you want, or build a stadium out in the valley. Build the City of Industry Stadium and put another team in Orange County, so you're serving everyone equally, and we can have the Southern California division. It'll be great. We'll have a good time. It'll be like New York baseball in the 50s.
There you go.
Have
with a team
5
in every
teams.
borough. Yeah, a team in every borough. But no, and now
I'm football giants.
Who was it?
Now with the Rams thing being shovel ready, this Chargers thing's gonna fizzle just as fast as it came up.
I think. Well, the thing about the shovel-ready thing is apparently isn't Carson moving to vote to get theirs shovel-ready soon?
Supposedly, I guess. I don't know. But the thing is, if they keep calling each other's bluff and they actually start building 2 stadiums, then we're in a real problem.
Like Stan Kroenke being like, oh, I saw what you did. He starts building a stadium, and the Chargers are like, oh, no, you don't. And they start building a stadium.
One way or the other, somebody has to win out, I think. And whoever wins out is probably going to get stuck with the Raiders as their tenant. With this, Oakland supposedly put a 30-day limit on trying to build up a new stadium or something, or at least put together a plan. And I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, the mayor of Oakland has said that there's absolutely not going to be any public funding.
San Diego said that too, until the charge of we're actually going to do this, and they said, oh, okay. well, we need a new convention center, too, because we don't want to lose Comic-Con, so we'll build you both a thing downtown and we'll all be happy.
I read somewhere that one of these groups, they were going to have it, I forget, they were going to do something like and put it to a vote, and they decided to just ram through with it anyway?
That was the Inglewood thing.
Okay,
They could have either let it go to a public vote,
Right, exactly.
to approve construction. Well, because really, they're not really getting public money from this. They weren't, like, approving bonds or something.
Oh, okay.
They were just approving rezoning of that area.
Okay. So
go
it wasn't
whatever
just
it was.
like, screw the public, we're going to do this type of thing then.
No, it was a city bureaucratic thing. It had really, like, the public could have been spiteful and said no.
All the other stuff aside, it's ridiculous to have two teams in the same division share a stadium.
Well,
that would be the thing. Supposedly one of the teams would have to switch.
To the NFC.
Reportedly the Raiders were the team that, I guess a couple months ago, expressed, like, if we had to switch conferences, we'd do it.
You can't move the Raiders to the NFC. They're an original.
Don't care.
It's Al Davis's team, who was commissioner of the AFL.
Right, exactly. You can't. I mean, seriously, that would just be such a.
Chargers were an original AFL team too. What do you want to?
I don't want to move either one of them.
Yeah, how about
put the Browns back in the NFC or something? I don't know.
How about the Raiders become tenants in Kroenke Stadium and the Chargers stay in San Diego?
I've actually heard a couple people
that's
say
the most likely outcome. Probably.
Mm-hmm. I've heard people say that the Raiders are going to end up in St. Louis when all this is said and done, which would
be hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
Raiders Nation meets Cardinals Nation.
I think there's only a few people that are saying that, and we might know who those people are.
No, I actually read it somewhere. It wasn't like off the boards. I read it. I mean, it wasn't like anything serious, but
that's also under the assumption that now that that St. Louis is doing the full panic stadium build, that they actually go through with it. If the Rams leave, I don't think St. Louis isn't going to try to get a third football team.
No. Why would you give them a third football team? That's two that they've lost.
Right. Like, it's the same way that, like, Atlanta's never going to get a hockey team again. When St. Louis loses the Rams, they're not going to get a football team, at least not soon. They're not going to get one right after they just lost.
The thing about this whole St. Louis situation is a lot of the St. Louis hopefuls, to use a very polite term, have been saying stuff like, if St. Louis is building a stadium, then Kroenke can't leave. And it's like, well, no, because Kroenke has nothing to do with the St. Louis stadium proposal at all. St. Louis can build a stadium, hypothetically, if they can get it done, which they're still a long way away from making that happen. But even if they do, Kroenke has nothing to do with it. He wants nothing to do with a stadium in St. Louis. He's made that abundantly clear. So I don't see how, I don't know. Between the three teams, it seems to me that the Rams still have the inside track on moving to LA because, one, they're shovel ready, and two, everyone else is reacting. St. Louis's stadium plan, despite what they said, was a reaction.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The Chargers and Raiders were reacting. So the way that I see it, Kroenke still has the inside track. I still get the sense from him that he's going to move. The NFL can rubber stamp his decision if they want or they can't, but he's moving.
Let's just, for a second, let's head into Fantasyland and pretend like that the St. Louis Stadium deal could actually happen and that they're ready to build him whatever he wants. Looking at it from just a pure money perspective, which market would you rather be in?
L.A.
All things being equal. You're going to go to L.A. every single time.
The initial surge of, oh my God, the NFL's back, you're going to make more money off of that initial surge than you probably did in half the time in St. Louis.
Probably, yeah.
Just the fact of you coming to L.A. will give you that much more money right off the hop than you would have ever had anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not, as soon as the Inglewood decision came through on the other night, I may or may not have gone directly to eBay to check out the going rate on LA Rams merchandise.
Well, I look forward
and trying to determine which ones were fakes and which ones were authentics. Because there's a lot of fakes.
I look forward to you finally being able to get a proper LA Rams jersey once this is all made official because I don't know. I kind of like the cut of Kroenke's jib. And I also just wanted to say how disappointed I am in the Chargers in all of this. As a Chargers fan, not that being disappointed in the Chargers is a new sensation for me. But this is a team who, throughout all of Kroenke's maneuverings, complained and said, like, it's not right for a team that abandoned the LA market to just come back. And then what do? They propose a joint effort with the Raiders. who abandoned the LA market at the same time the Rams
They're
did.
blood rivals, too.
Exactly. You're teaming up with the Raiders?
Could you imagine if that actually went through?
Oh, my God.
And if they didn't switch divisions? You would literally be fighting over the stadium.
I think San Antonio's sitting there waiting for the Raiders. There you go.
Go to San Antonio, Mark.
Right.
Do it. It's the most Raidery thing you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll put
With
the
a
Rams.
giant statue of Al Davis flipping off California right up front.
But yeah, I may or may not have given serious thought to if the Rams move back to LA, going, well, you know, with the lack of the Browns now, I really kind of need a second team, so I may or may not become a Rams fan if this happens. I'm just saying.
Well, but then you'd be in the same conference as the Packers.
Yeah, but that's okay, though. I made it work with the Rangers and Blue Jackets. I can make it work with this. I don't care about that stuff. All I care about...
especially when they go back to the blue and gold color scheme.
Blue and white, but yeah. And I found out that when you get to be my age, all you give a shit about is how cool the merchandise is. That's really the only concern I have. Rivalries and all that, who cares?
I don't know. Between San Diego and St. Louis, I also wanted to point out that I think San Diego might also have the inside track in making a new stadium a reality. Because as Zach pointed out, the Chargers, the city of San Diego, needs a new convention center for Comic-Con. And so you could easily work in a new football stadium into that complex.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think they'd make it the same building.
No, it wouldn't be the same building, but it would be part of the
Because having
same
a dome
project.
stadium in San Diego would be a dumb idea.
Oh, God.
Pardon?
Like, you're...
A dome stadium.
A dome,
Like, if
yeah.
they made it the same building and it was a dome stadium...
No. I don't think it would be the same building, but it would be part of the same project, for lack of a
Right,
better
yeah,
term.
it would be the same. It would be the same thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, if there's a place in the world that really has absolutely no... I mean, they could have a basketball arena and play outdoors in San Diego. It's like the best climate in the whole world.
I mean, the Gulls are going to play outside.
No, they won't.
No, they won't. They should play at an aircraft carrier.
Are you going to get a jersey?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to go to a bunch of games. It's going to be fun.
Cool.
I love the logo, by the way, with the negative
With
space.
the little seagull in between the L and the S. The little seagull.
That's brilliant.
Squeezed in there.
That's brilliant.
So, just out of curiosity, I'm not, had you in fact found any LA Rams stuff, what would the going price on it be right now?
Oh,
Just make an estimate.
I think it's like $150
Ooh.
for like a jersey. Well, the thing is, I particularly want a Jack Youngblood jersey with his full name on it.
Oh, cool, yeah.
just because that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But the only ones I found, I'm pretty sure were fakes. And the majority of the jerseys were Eric Dickerson jerseys, which is not a bad thing. It's just, if I had my choice, I'd rather get a Youngblood jersey.
I would have to go with a Jack Snow jersey from the Blue and Whites. There you go.
Yeah,
Or-
there were some blue and white ones on there. The problem is there is so much fake stuff out there,
Yeah.
especially with the LA Rams.
Did you try? Did Mitchell and Ness do a Jack Youngblood jersey? I know they did some Rams. But I don't think they did him or not. I don't remember.
I'm sure they did a Dickerson jersey. You know what else I saw in there that I almost was like, They asked on eBay. There's a Joe Namath Rams jersy.
Oh, that would be
Yes.
cool. That would be cool.
Yeah,
That,
but
and I want a
don't think
Johnny
so.
Unitas Chargers jersey at some point.
So bad.
I got breaking news if anybody wants to hear.
Breaking news.
Right, breaking news. It involves my Columbus Blue Jackets and Mike's Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, okay.
A trade has taken place in the National Hockey League.
We have a trade to announce.
The Columbus Blue Jackets acquired David Clarkson from the Toronto Maple Leafs for Nathan Horton. So there you have it.
For Nathan Horton?
Nathan Horton.
They
got
traded
Nathan
the corpse of Nathan Horton for David Clarkson? What? Why? Toronto! That's the wrong way to do it!
My thing,
You're tanking too late. You're tanking too late.
who was it we were talking about? Was it Evander Kane last week, right? That doesn't even play?
Right, but Buffalo has been trying to tank
I was
for
just
the
gonna-
last 6 months.
Is Nathan Horton even still alive? I mean, is he active this year?
No!
He's just kind of like a shambling, shuffling corpse.
Yeah.
Columbus, that's a lot of money to take on, guys.
Hey, making that cup run, baby.
No, Blue Jackets. No, Blue Jackets. Wrong way.
There's a plan in here somewhere. I
Nobody
have
won
faith.
in this, really, when
No,
you
that
think
is
about it.
that is an awful trade.
Well,
First of all,
That is a downright horrific trade.
First of all, what was MLSE thinking? It's like, oh, Nathan Horton. Are they thinking that they can use him for, like, spare parts?
Speaking of Canes, Patrick Kane's hurt for how long? I heard this on the radio
12
yesterday.
weeks.
Ooh, that's going to hurt the Blackhawks, isn't
12
it?
weeks. Well, yeah, considering the playoffs start in 6 weeks.
Well, didn't the who was it? I do believe the Los Angeles Kings made a big trade too.
They traded for Andre Sekera because, of course, they needed a fucking defenseman. Those fucking assholes. God damn it.
Your response, by the way, Zach, was
We're gonna
amazing.
win 8 in a row.
It was amazing, by the way, Zach. It's like, I'm so fucking happy for the Kings.
I'm so happy that the Kings got the defenseman they really needed because they needed it, and I'm happy for them. Why do we bother playing the first 60 games of the year? Why did we even bother? Because now we're here, the Kings have won 8 in a row, and holy shit, they're in third place in the division.
Wait, the Kings are?
That's fantastic, by the way.
What happened to the Connor McDavid thing? I thought they were going to,
No.
They won 8 games in a row.
No, we were all delusional. Why did we ever think that?
Because this is what the Kings do. They, like, hover around barely making the playoffs for the entire season, and then, oh, hey, winning streak at the end of the year to get in, and then, oh, hey, tough champions.
Fuck me. If they do this again this year, I don't even care, and I'm going to be pissed off, because this is just nonsense.
Serious? No, I'm seriously with you too. If somehow the Kings come around the backside and win the damn Stanley Cup, I might just give up. I don't think I'll watch the regular season next year because what does it matter? Really.
Yeah.
If the Kings won the Stanley Cup again, what incentive would I have to care before?
Well, I was thinking about this when I texted you when I was watching the Ducks. Was it Duck Red Wings the other night?
Yeah.
To see if you were at the game, and I thought, he goes all these regular season games, and they're the Ducks. I mean, it's kind of like you're just waiting for the playoffs, aren't you? I mean, really, at this point?
Yeah, I mean, you go because games are fun to go to.
Sure, yeah.
And, you like watching your team, and you're looking for them to be playing correctly, like playing with the right form. They're not doing that right now, so it's kind of frustrating. But, even in the Red Wings game, they were down 2-0. They were playing like garbage. And then they showed Teemu Solani on the scoreboard. 3 minutes later, it was 3-2. Literally, they showed Teemu on the scoreboard,
cool.
And on the next shift, they scored a goal.
So
nice.
Teemu is
the rally monkey.
He's the rally monkey.
Yeah, that's what Cujo said on Twitter.
Cujo, as in Curtis Joseph, the real one, or Cujo, the
as in
douchebag?
Cujo that we know and love.
Oh, okay. I can call him a douchebag and get away with it here, so
right.
I will. But
so the Kings, they get their trade. Yay, good for them. And now they're in third place in the division. They're 3 points out of second. They're 13 points behind us. Great.
Holy fuck, that happened fast, didn't it?
Yeah, now they're in third place. They're technically tied with Calgary, but they have less games played than Calgary. San Jose they were in second place in the division not too long ago. They're now the second team on the outside of the wild card. They're behind Minnesota.
Hey.
For the 9th spot.
Look at my Minnesota Wild. They're starting to climb back into things here. There's still a chance they're going to
go Winnipeg.
Because Devin Dubnyk came out of friggin' nowhere to be competent again. I don't know where that came from.
By the way,
he's the goalie, right?
Yeah.
The fucking goalie that I had in my clammy, disgusting hands on my hockey team and let go. I could have had...
By the way, the Jets still hanging in there.
Still hanging in there? They made a trade for Yuri Tlusny the other day.
What is this? Now all of a sudden they don't make a trade for 2 years, and now they're trading everyone.
Well, I think it's because now that they're really in contention this late into the season,
Cup fever.
They probably thought we have to stay in position this time. And while the trade deadline is Monday. They're trading.
Which, by the way, means TSN's.
Right.
Trade Center, which is the most amazing thing on TV.
I wish we could watch that down here.
Fuck Strombo. Seriously, that guy's ruined Hockey Night in Canada.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
That trade deadline coverage is going to be ruined because all the good players are being traded. Jaromir Jagr traded the Panthers.
Really?
Well, you know what? It's that he can be a good mentor for Phil Kessel.
Well, Florida's 2 points out. Florida,
I'm looking at the
Cats
standings here.
2 points out from Boston in the second wild card.
Jackets only 9 points back. I'm just saying.
Yeah, David Clarkson's going to put him over the hump.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Nathan Horton for David Clarkson?
I honest to God, I didn't.
Hey, we're the ones who actually have to find something to do with Nathan Horton's bloated corpse.
I didn't even realize he was still with the team. I think he played, about 6 games last year, and that was it?
The only thing that Toronto gets out of this is that they don't have to pay Clarkson anymore, and Horton goes on the injured reserve. Mm-hmm. So they have a ton of salary cap space that they're not going to need because they're not making a playoff push. That's mind-boggling. I get it from Toronto's perspective a bit, but why would Columbus make that move?
Well, let's see here. Let's go to the Facebook comments section to see what the fans think. Ryan Penn says, "Wasn't expecting this at all. Good luck, Hortz. Wish it would have worked out for you here." Well, you got to play for things to work out. And then Deborah says, "Yeah, about time they got rid of Horton. Rip off for Columbus Blue Jackets. Good trade, Toronto Maple Leafs."
I wouldn't call it a good trade. I mean, again, what are we going to do with the bloated corpse of Nathan Horton? Are we going to harvest him for parts? So, someone...
He's going to be on long-term injured reserve for the rest of his career. That's what's
So how does that work, though? I mean, does Toronto have to pay him? I mean, because he was making pretty good money, right?
Right. If you're on the LTIR, your money isn't counted against the salary cap.
Okay. And it's not like the Maple Leafs have to worry about how much money they're spending. They just have to worry about the salary cap itself.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, we can afford it. It's just...
I haven't followed him because, like I said, I forgot he was even around. But he's a pretty good player when he's actually, playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he is. It's just a matter of that happening. Although, I also want to point out the San Jose Sharks still on the outside looking in.
You know what? That would be the best thing for them, to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. It really would.
Because then it might finally send the shock to the system that they need to fire people and actually make changes instead of saying, "Nah, we're fine. 8th place, we're fine."
It would be hilarious considering that before the season started, they said, when we make the playoffs, we're going to wear our teal jerseys. So it's like, yeah.
I mean, there's still time for them to make it.
They're 2 points out, right?
They're only 2 points out, but at the same time, it's a situation where you're going to get 2 teams in that wild card spot and 2 teams on the outside who probably could have made it. And the Sharks haven't been playing the most inspired hockey, so it's always possible that they are on the outside when all this is said and done.
But I still think the Sharks are still capable of getting there, only because Minnesota is where they are now because of the magic of Devin Dubnyk. Mm-hmm. That won't last. That's just no.
It better
Devin
not.
Devin Dubnyk does not allow. He doesn't have the sustainability. Mm-hmm. And everyone is waiting for Calgary to finally slip a bit. And they have recently, only 5-4-1 in the last 10. So San Jose is right there. And they actually no, they don't have the tiebreaker over any of those teams right now.
Yeah, and
the
they're
regulation overtime.
San Jose's 3-6-1 in their last 10. So they're not exactly on fire. It blows my mind that 2 weeks ago we were talking about the Kings maybe getting Connor McDavid, and now
look at the bright side, Zach. If they make it they make the playoffs, they can't get McDavid.
Yeah, so yes, there's that.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's just it's aggravating. I mean, it was so exciting because we had some new blood, and now, well, guess what?
Winnipeg's new blood.
Yeah,
Nashville's new blood. Vancouver. Calgary. That'll be nice.
The Islanders.
But that silver and black team up the road. I hope they win tonight and they make it 9 in a row. They come into Anaheim tomorrow and they get their teeth knocked in. I hope to God. There's going to be all those damn Kings fans in the building tomorrow, and I can't wait for them to just be, look at us, we're our hot shit. And they're going to have the parade outside the building before the game starts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zach's Tabs.
Zach's Tabs!
Very nice, Mike. Very nice.
All right. We have some stuff. Baseball wants to shorten its season.
Yes.
To 154 games, reportedly.
Yep.
And basketball, or at least Mark Cuban, would like to eliminate back-to-backs and stretch out the NBA season into July.
Get the fuck
That's
what?
Yeah.
Well, including the playoffs would push all the way into July.
So basically, basketball will be happening almost year-round.
Yes.
No. Baseball, great idea. I also heard someone talking about maybe like shortening basketball to 62 games would be great, but
all seasons need to be shorter.
Yeah.
If we're going to be realistic about it.
I'm going to be completely honest. I kind of liked that shortened hockey season that we had.
Oh God, it was awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
It really was.
Every game was
so was the basketball season that was short that one year. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay. On baseball, yeah, I'm okay with baseball shortening its season. Basketball lengthening its season, not so much. Mark Cuban needs to shut the fuck up, though, because Mark Cuban has a long history of coming up with some really stupid ideas. Like when the Mavs won the NBA championship, he went on about getting the team's championship bracelets instead of championship rings until the players said, no, we want rings.
Yeah.
So I think Mark Cuban just needs to learn when to shut his mouth.
How would you like to have been Dirk Nowitzki, who played all those years chasing down that championship ring only to get a fucking bracelet? I would have been pissed. But yeah, baseball needs to shorten its season and it needs to shorten its games, and we're getting somewhere. What's next?
Next, well, we just had a Greg tab. Mike tab?
Okay.
The Las Vegas hockey team. They were applauded because in the first 24 hours or 48 hours of the ticket drive that they needed to gauge the interest, they got 6,000 tickets, right? Was it 6,000 in the first?
No, it was 5,000. It was
5,000 in the first 24 or 48 hours.
Yep. Yeah.
In the time since then,
They've got 2,000.
2,000. So they have a total of 7,000 out of the 10,000 they supposedly needed to fulfill the ticket drive.
So basically,
so maybe NHL hockey is going to be ramrodded into Las Vegas, or not a good idea as maybe Gary thought.
And it was great when they were addressing this, and they were trying to play down how successful the Winnipeg drive was. Like, they're trying to that Winnipeg drive was nothing special. They committed for 5 years of season tickets, and they sold out in a day. Oh, we've lost Zach.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Unruffled by that minor setback, we try phase 2.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. I mean, it's just obvious it's not working. I think they've even mentioned they're going to sweeten the deal where you can get 2 season ticket packs at a discount.
And a replica jersey.
Of
when the jersey comes out.
Of a team that does not exist.
Right.
It will supposedly include stripes and colors. And a logo.
Yes, it will say Las Vegas somewhere.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be the gamblers, right? I mean, they have to.
Or aces.
No.
Or the aces.
They're going to avoid every gambling
Oh,
reference
that's
they
true,
can.
yeah.
Supposedly the owner is a fan of Black Knights.
God, really?
Yeah, Las Vegas Black Knights.
Here's the thing. I kind of like the whole Knights idea. I think there needs to be more Knights in the Big Four, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. But it's still a bad idea, as this ticket drive indicates. If the NHL were being honest about its assessment here, this ticket drive has been a failure.
Well, they're not going to be, because it's either that or put a team back in Atlanta. That was a joke.
No, watch. They're going to put a team in Vegas. They're going to fail. They're going to move to Atlanta, and then they're going to move to Saskatoon. And once again, the Western Canadian Prairies get a team at the expense of Atlanta.
I'm just saying that, granted, it's a very long shot, but as long as things are the way they are in the NHL, I'm not completely ruling out another team in Atlanta. I'm just saying. All right, what's next?
Tampa Bay Lightning goaltender Ben Bishop.
Oh, God.
He got a new goalie mask.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you were going to tell me he was hurt or something.
No.
He's another one of my goalies. I collect goalies, if you haven't guessed.
It is a very interesting mask. I don't know what the practical applications of it are.
Holy hell, it glows in the dark.
It glows in the dark.
That is cool.
Like Tron.
I don't know. Again, I'm not sure how much use he'll get out of this, considering that hockey isn't played in the dark. But
well, when he comes out onto the ice, in the darkness.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You'll see it for a minute.
So for those 38 seconds, whatever the team comes skating out while the lights are down, all right.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
Let's see. The cast for Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'm trying to find the full list. But one of the reported members of the new cast, Michael Sam.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of cool, I think. I mean, I won't watch the show, but...
Others joining Michael Sam, who's described as a football star.
Well, Dancing with the Stars has always been very liberal with how they describe their contestants.
Mm-hmm.
Television icon Suzanne Summers.
Hey, baby.
Wow, she's got to be like 70 by now, isn't she?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
Music great Patti LaBelle.
All right.
Olympian Nastia Lukin.
Was she the one who was looking disappointed?
No, that's Michaela Maroney.
Oh, that's too bad, because a disappointed girl would be funny.
Shark Tank mogul Robert Krubacek.
You guys ever watch that show?
Whoa, no, what is Shark Tank?
Shark Tank is a show. Speaking
It's
of
a Mark Cuban show.
Mark Cuban's on it. The guy Zach just mentioned, and two other people that I don't remember their names, but they're all these gazillionaires. And people come on and pitch their business ideas, and these guys either invest or they don't.
So it's like Dragon's Den?
I guess. I don't know what Dragon's Den is, but
It's like the Canadian version of that.
Yeah,
it's probably,
It's the same thing, yeah.
I enjoy it. I get a kick out of it because I like making fun of people, and it's just a great place to do that.
You just watch them with their stupid ideas?
Yeah, because some of them are really stupid. And it's really great when they're standing there and their idea is stupid and everybody knows their idea is stupid except them. And they don't get why everybody thinks their idea is stupid. That's just some great television. But anyway, who else?
Hunger Games actress Willow Shields.
Which one
Who was she?
Yeah.
She is blonde.
Hey, baby.
That narrows it down.
Oh, she might have been one of the... Oh, wait.
She was Katniss's sister.
Oh, okay.
Jennifer Lawrence's sister.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah, now we know who she is.
Oh, she's... Okay.
You mean to tell me she didn't make enough money off being in those 3 movies to not have to do this?
I guess not.
Oh, wow.
Artist-actress Rumor Willis, a.k.a. the daughter of Demi Moore and Bruce Willis.
Has she ever actually acted in anything?
I'm sure at some point she has appeared in front of a camera and acted.
That's all it takes.
Riker Lynch, who's a singer-songwriter in the band R5.
Really kind of scraping the bottom here, aren't we?
That's just a letter and number. That's not a name.
And party rock anthem singer, the member of LMFAO, Red Foo.
Anybody know who that is?
I don't know who Red Foo is.
No,
You don't know who Red Foo is?
Nope.
Oh.
Name one of their songs.
Every Day I'm Shuffling.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't... That's them?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Okay.
They also did Sexy and I Know It. Do you know that song?
I've heard of it.
Sexy and I Know It.
Yeah, that one.
Bum, 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 bum. Right, try to describe these things to Greg. It's funny sometimes. So, do you know who the other member of LMFAO is, Greg?
Right, you know I don't. Why are you even asking?
Well, it's Stefan Gordy's brother, Skylar Gordy, a.k.a. Sky Blue.
Okay.
So it's Red.
How did I not know that? Come on. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
From LA.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I guess we'll finish off with something nice. Greg, did you actually see the San Diego Gulls logo?
I did, but I didn't pay any attention to it. It was on my Facebook feed, but I kind of just flew over it.
It's good.
Let's see.
There's a little
Angry Bird with a hockey stick.
Exactly.
And in between the L and the S there in the font,
It's a little gull.
Oh, how about that?
It's a little seagull.
Isn't that witty?
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's an angry bird with a hockey stick in front of a triangle, so it's like every 90s hockey logo. I like the new Ducks font, and obviously I love that little seagull they snuck in there, but...
That's pretty cool.
They had 8,000 people show up for the logo unveiling.
Really?
The Ducks build it up as San Diego Hockey Fest, and they had some ex-San Diego Gulls show up.
So you're going to a few games, I take it?
Oh, yeah. I love the city of San Diego, and if I can see the baby Ducks, the Gulls, I'll go down there and check out some prospects, sure.
Sounds like they're going to do pretty well.
That's all I got.
All righty. Mike, any
Unless you
final
want to read
thoughts?
a list of the top 15 Canadians in American sports media.
We'll do that next week.
I don't know. It's Barry Melrose, right? He's got to be up there.
Melrose is not in the top 10. He's number 11.
Ah, poor Barry. But the only thing I guess I have to say is I hope that the Maple Leafs, maybe they hire some mad scientist to reanimate Nathan Horton's corpse, and he could be a productive member of the team. I think that would be. I think it would. I would be proud to know that my favorite team broke ground in having the first undead player in the league.
All right. And on that uplifting note, you can follow us on Twitter at Basically Sports. Go to our website and listen to each and every episode that we've ever done at basicallyasportshow.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker, and check us out on YouTube as well. And don't miss the special edition of Basically Three Drunks Talking Hockey.
That was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, like it didn't occur to me just slowing it down that little bit would make it sound like all of us were actually slurring our words and talking about.
I've actually thought about, and I'll run it past you guys really quickly.
Talking about hockey.
Before we close out, I thought about taking like 3 minutes of the show every week and making it the drunk section.
Hey, you don't know.
How you dare you say such things?
Hey! I'm the one talking. Shut your mouth. Shut your stupid milk bag drinking mouth.
I was on YouTube and I saw the speed thing, so I forget what clip I was watching. I thought, oh my God, what would we sound like if I slowed it down like that? I was laughing so hard, tears were running down my face. It was so funny.
No,
to me.
You think you're a real funny guy? you think you're special? I can produce this podcast too. Watch me. I'll do it all by myself.
So anyway, check it out. It's pretty funny. It's just basically a segment from last week's show where we slowed it down, and it sounds like we are just absolutely plastered. It's pretty good stuff. So on that note, we're going to call it a night. We will see you next week right here on Basically a Sports Show.
Please hang up and try again.